The Consulate General of Mexico in San Diego says the one thing that's making it more dangerous is the increased height of the border wall.
CBS 8's Kelly Hessedal joining us from Little Italy with what else the consulate has to say.
Well, that's right. You know, the Consulate General says he typically doesn't do interviews and certainly not on topics like this. But he says due to the high number of deaths and even injuries of Mexican nationals, he says he felt he had to speak out. He says it's important to raise the visibility of these deaths and also this.
Our second goal is to raise awareness among potential migrants, particularly Mexican migrants, who are looking at these numbers could better evaluate the risks behind trying to cross the border between ports of entry.
And that was Carlos Gonzalez Gutierrez, the Consulate General of Mexico in San Diego. Now, here are some of the statistics that he talked about. In 2022, 42 Mexican nationals died while trying to cross the San Diego border. And again, we're just talking about Mexican nationals here. Compare that to 41 in 2021 and just 16 in 2020. Now, according to Gutierrez, the vast majority of people injured in 2022 has been attributed to people falling off the border wall, as much as 80%. Now, this is after the height of the wall was raised from 17 feet to 30 feet. You may remember UC San Diego released a study last May on this topic, and because the trauma units are having a real problem dealing with this, that many of the beds have been filling up with migrants injured at the border wall, and U.S. taxpayers are footing the bill. While critics argue that migrants shouldn't be trying to cross illegally in the first place, here's what Gutierrez said about that.
I think that we need to remind people that the system is broken because, for example, for a Mexican national, that line means waiting 20 plus years. And if you are the father or the mother of children who are on this side or the other way around, it is only human that you will try to cross this border even in an undocumented way.
And so when I asked, do you think that the wall should be lowered, he said it's not appropriate for him to say. He says the bottom line is he just wants Mexican nationals to understand the dangers of trying to cross illegally and for Americans to understand the human toll of all of this. Kelly Hessedal, CBS 8.